Today we are going to be running a test of Lavender over the Clipper Office Tester. This is to demonstrate the screens that can be used and the process for cleaning this lavender seed on a much larger seed cleaner. We wanted to show it in operation here. This is showing what we're starting with. The customer that sent this to us said that this contamination was a little bit unusually heavy, because the machine he was using pulverized the stems up a little too fine, and so it's a little bit heavy contamination, but this is what we're starting with. We're going to show you what the office tester can do. If the results are not perfect, just bear in mind that's what we're starting with. Originally, it was recommended that we use a 10 round for the top scalp screen to get the larger pieces of stem out, and a 6x18 wire mesh for the bottom screen. I tested this already and I found that a 118 by 1/2 slotted screen on the bottom sift actually removed a lot more of the contamination of the finer stems. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that, and I will show you the results of that test. So again, I have the 10 round for the top screen and a 118 by 1/2 slot for the bottom sift screen. You can see here, looking at the 10 round, that I took the time to blank off the second half of the screen. That's because the good lavender is falling through within this first section of perforation, and this extra part of the screen is just more time that these little stems can turn up on end and then go through and try to get into the clean sample, and we don't want that. You can do this on your larger mills as well. You can blank off the second half of the scalp screens to help you achieve a better separation. I have the fan on this seed cleaner turned to medium speed, and I have the shutters open about 2 inches on each side. This will be where the siftings come out. I will show you this whenever we are finished running the sample. Out the back here, this is your light air separation, will be collected in this bin. And then below you have your heavy air. Over on the other side of the cleaner, you have your scalpings discharge. This will be what stays on top of the first screen, comes into this spout, and I have it catching in this pan below here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start running our lavender sample. I'm going to drop it right here on the sweater blank. You do have to feed it somewhat slow because this is a small machine, and we want it to do as good a job as possible on the sample. Over here you can see this is what's coming out of the sift screen. This is falling through the 118 by 1/2 slotted screen that's on the bottom. You can see we have a few particles coming out of the back air. We could probably turn our air up just a little higher if we wanted to blow some more out the back. Here you can see some of the lavender is falling into the heavy air settling chamber here, this box. I like that there is some in it. We want to make sure we're blowing it hard enough to blow out any impurities that may be falling into the airstream. So you do want some to settle in here. That's normal. Okay, so I am going to keep cleaning this lavender, and then at the end, I will, once I have enough, I will show you the results of the test. Okay, this is showing the final results of the lavender test. Over here, we have the scalpings. This is what stayed on top of the 10 round. You can see that there is some large lavender seed in there. I would recommend going back after that at a later time, if you wanted to save that, you could put different size screens in and possibly save some of those larger lavender pieces. This is showing what fell through the 118 by 1/2 slotted sift screen. There is a few small lavender pieces in there. I personally don't think that it would be worth going back after, because most of it is just sticks and stems and trash. This is showing what the air removed on the Clipper office tester. These are your real light pieces here, and this is the heavy air settling chamber. And this is showing the final clean sample of lavender. You can see it is relatively clean, but there is still some stems in there. But considering what we started with, the cleaner has greatly improved this sample. One thing I wanted to note, one thing that would help improve this sample even more, would be having a cleaner with top air where you could ideally pull as much of that trash out as possible before you use your screens. This concludes the video of the lavender test. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.